What if I told you that on one single day, two things happened that could change everything you thought you knew about your Social Security check? Not one thing, two. And most people have no idea either of them even occurred. The scary part? One of those changes has the power to wipe out your entire monthly payment. Every single dollar. Gone. And the people who are going to feel that the hardest are the ones who never saw it coming. That's exactly why Rule by Seniors exists. Because you deserve to know the truth before it hits your bank account, not after. So stay with me, because what I'm about to share could literally protect your financial life. Let's talk about who this really affects. If you're over 50, if you've spent decades working and paying into this system, if you're retired or getting close, or if you're helping your aging parents figure all of this out, then this is your channel. Rule by Seniors was built for you, not for the wealthy, not for the ones with financial advisors and investment portfolios. For the everyday Americans who did everything right, worked hard, paid their taxes, and now just want what they earned. That's who we fight for, here at Rule by Seniors. And that's exactly why I need you to hear every word of what I'm about to say. There are actually two separate events tied to March 7th that people keep confusing. The first happened on March 7th, 2025. The second is coming on March 7th, 2026. And both of them matter deeply to anyone who depends on Social Security. Let's start with what already happened, because this one has a direct and immediate impact on your wallet right now. On March 7th, 2025, the Social Security Administration made an announcement that sent shockwaves through the retirement community. They brought back a policy that allows them to withhold 100% of your monthly Social Security check if they decide you were overpaid. Now I need you to really sit with that for a second. 100%. Not a portion, not half. All of it. Every dollar you count on to pay your rent, buy your groceries, cover your medication. Gone. Just like that. Here's how it works. Sometimes the SSA makes mistakes. They might pay you more than they should have, because your income changed, your living situation shifted. There was a data error, or paperwork didn't get processed. Whatever the reason, when they pay you more than you're entitled to, they call that an overpayment. And they want it back. For years, their policy was brutal. They could take back 100% of your check every single month until the full amount was recovered. Imagine waking up one morning, checking your bank account, and finding nothing there. No warning, no grace period, just zero. For someone who depends entirely on that check to survive, that's not just a financial crisis. That's a human crisis. Back in 2023, the Biden administration changed that. They dropped the default withholding rate from 100% all the way down to 10%. That meant if you owed money, they could only take a small piece at a time. It was breathing room. It was dignity. It was the difference between keeping your lights on or sitting in the dark. But on March 7th, 2025, that protection was stripped away. Acting SSA Commissioner Lee Dudick announced they were going back to 100% withholding starting March 27th, 2025. So if you receive an overpayment notice after that date, the SSA can take your entire check. And here is something critically important I need you to hear. If your overpayment was established before March 27th, you're protected under the old rate. But anyone who gets a new notice after that date, the full 100% rule applies to you. Now please don't panic, because you do have rights. You have the right to appeal. You have the right to request a lower recovery rate. You have the right to ask for a hardship waiver if repaying would cause you serious financial suffering. The number to call is 1-800-772-1213. And the most important thing I can tell you is this. Do not ignore those notices. Do not throw them away. Because the moment you reach out and take action, the SSA cannot pursue recovery while your case is being reviewed. Your action is your protection. Use it. Now let's talk about March 7th, 2026, because this one is even bigger. This is the largest internal transformation the Social Security Administration has undergone in an entire generation. and it affects every single one of the 72.5 million Americans who receive benefits. For decades, the SSA has operated through more than 1,200 local field offices, each running like its own little world. If your local office was overwhelmed and understaffed, you waited. Weeks, sometimes months. While someone in a quieter town got seen in days. Same country, same system. Completely different experience. And that's not right. On top of that, thousands of SSA workers have left or been let go in recent years. The wave of retiring baby boomers has flooded the system with new claims. The pressure became unsustainable. Something had to give. And what gives on March 7th, 2026, are two brand new systems that will completely change how Social Security serves you. The first is called the National Appointment Scheduling Calendar. The second is the National Workload Management System. Together, they move the SSA away from that fragmented local model into one unified nationalized system. Think of it this way. Right now, it's like having 1,230 separate restaurants, each managing their own kitchen, their own orders, their own chaos. Some are drowning, others are half empty. The new system is like one central command that sees everything and routes each order to wherever it can be handled fastest. When you call to schedule an appointment, your call won't just sit in your local office's overwhelmed queue. It pulls from a national pool, meaning a representative anywhere in the country could handle your case by phone. Instead of waiting 3 weeks, you might be seen within days. And the new system also allows people to self-schedule online, which is a game changer for those who don't want to sit on hold for an hour. Claims already in the pipeline will also be automatically redistributed to SSA staff in offices that have capacity. Your case might be processed by someone in a different state, but the goal is that it moves faster than it would sitting untouched in a local backlog for months. But I have to be honest with you, because that's what Rule by Seniors is built on. There are real concerns. Someone processing your case from another state may not know your state's specific disability rules. There will be a learning curve. Staff learning new software, new systems, new everything, all at once. And history tells us that when massive government agencies go through transitions like this, things often get harder before they get easier. So if you have any pending business with the SSA right now, an open claim, an appeal, a benefit review, a life change you need to report, please handle it before March 7th, 2026. That window is closing. Act now while the old system is still running smoothly. If you're just receiving your regular monthly payment and have nothing pending, your check will keep coming. This overhaul is about the internal machinery, not your deposit date or your benefit amount. Now let's talk about something that brought tears to a lot of people's eyes when it finally happened. The Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law by President Biden on January 5th, 2025. And for millions of Americans, it was long overdue justice. For decades, two provisions buried deep in Social Security law quietly robbed hard-working people of benefits they had genuinely earned. The windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. These rules targeted people in jobs that didn't pay into Social Security, like teachers, firefighters, police officers, postal workers, and other public servants. Imagine spending 25 years as a teacher. You dedicated your life to other people's children. You paid into your pension. But you also worked side jobs, part-time jobs, jobs where you paid Social Security taxes, just like everyone else. And then when you retired, the government reduced your Social Security benefit anyway because of your pension. You were penalized for working harder, penalized for saving in two different ways, and the government pension offset was even crueler for surviving spouses. If your husband or wife worked a government job and then passed away, your survivor benefit could be slashed or completely eliminated because of a rule most people had never even heard of. Widows and widowers finding out they had nothing to fall back on because of fine print. It was heartbreaking, and it was wrong. The Social Security Fairness Act eliminated both of these provisions forever. Starting from January 2024, affected beneficiaries began receiving the full benefits they earned, plus retroactive lump sum payments for the months that were previously reduced. If you were affected by WEP or GPO, you should have already seen higher monthly payments and a retroactive payment arrive in early 2025. If you haven't, go to ssa.gov or call Social Security right now. That money belongs to you. Don't leave it sitting unclaimed. Let's talk about identity verification, because this change has quietly caught millions of people completely off guard. For a long time, you could call Social Security, answer a few questions, and that was enough to verify who you were. That option is gone for most transactions. Starting in 2025, if you want to change your direct deposit, update your banking information, or do anything sensitive with your account, you need to either do it online through your My Social Security account using login.gov or id.me, or go into a physical office with your ID. This change exists because scammers have been calling seniors, pretending to be from Social Security, collecting personal information over the phone, and then redirecting benefit payments into fraudulent accounts. Real people losing real money because of criminals who prey on the most vulnerable. The new verification rules make that much harder to pull off. But I understand that not everyone has a computer. Not everyone feels comfortable navigating online accounts. Not everyone can easily get to a field office. If that's you, in-person options still exist. But you need to plan ahead. And the single most powerful thing you can do right now, today, is set up your free My Social Security account at ssa.gov. It takes about 15 minutes. It gives you access to your earnings record, your benefit estimates, your payment history. It puts you in the driver's seat of your own financial future. Get it done before you need it. There are a few more updates from 2025 worth knowing. There was a 2.5% cost of living adjustment at the start of the year. It might not sound like much, but for someone receiving $2,000 a month, that's an extra $50 every month, $600 over the year. When you're living on a fixed income, that matters. The earnings test also updated for 2025. If you're collecting Social Security before full retirement age and still working, the SSA will withhold $1 for every $2 you earn above $23,400 for the year. The money isn't lost forever. It comes back to you in the form of higher payments once you reach full retirement age, but it's worth planning around. And speaking of full retirement age, that's shifting too. For those born in 1960 or later, full retirement age is now 67. You can still claim as early as 62, but doing so permanently reduces your benefit by up to 30%. And if you can afford to wait past full retirement age, every year you delay up to age 70 adds 8% to your check. The math is real. The difference is significant. Know where you stand before you make that decision. So, let me bring this home, because I want to leave you with something you can actually use. If you have any open business with the SSA right now, take care of it immediately. Don't wait for the March 7th, 2026 systems transition. Set up your My Social Security account today at ssa.gov if you haven't already. If you received an overpayment notice, don't ignore it. Read it. Respond. Call 1-800-772-1013. You have 60 days to appeal, and during that time, recovery is paused. If you're a teacher, a firefighter, a police officer, a government worker, or a surviving spouse of one, contact Social Security today. The Fairness Act may mean thousands of dollars in back pay waiting for you. Don't walk away from what you've earned. Here at Rule by Seniors, we believe that staying informed is the most powerful thing you can do for yourself and for the people you love. The ones who get hurt are the ones who didn't know, who weren't told, who found out too late. That's not going to be you. Because you're here, you're paying attention. And knowledge is how you protect everything you've worked for your entire life. Social Security is not charity. It is not a gift from the government. It is money you earned. Dollar by dollar, year by year, paycheck by paycheck. You gave decades of your life to this country and this system, and you deserve every cent that's coming to you. Please share this with someone who needs to hear it. A parent, a neighbor, a friend, someone who doesn't know these changes are coming. Because knowing can make all the difference. Drop a comment and let Rule by Seniors know if this helped you today. We love hearing from this community. Stay informed, stay protected, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves.